Good morning from the Georgia State Capitol here in Atlanta. I am KP. We're live online morning show now. Why am I at the Capitol in Georgia, the Gold Dome this morning? Because the week was going to hit the fan. That's what we were told. It was going to hit the fan this week. There are articles. I heard that the Capitol, the earth was going to shake at the Capitol today. I want to start out by letting you know these halls are going to be packed in a minute, okay? I have no idea what's about to happen. I don't have the best internet connection. I don't know if somebody's going to walk up here and tell me I have to leave. That other cameras are set up. It's live. We don't know what will happen today at the Georgia State Capitol. I do not know what will happen on the show. If the camera's a little clear, guys, if the audio is a little off, we apologize. If things are not as moving as fast as you would like for them to move, we apologize. We brought an extra chair over here, so in case, let's say, Congressman Doug Collins stopped by, I don't know. Let's say House Speaker David Ralston stopped by, I don't know. Steve Gooch, if somebody just by and sits down, it's going to happen. Now, why am I down here this morning? Because, my favorite look here is House Speaker Davidson taking a nice glare. And we are on the third floor right here where everything's happening. The Senate is on one side, the House is on another. And by the 10:15 this morning, go to Georgia House Gov and watch live. Congressman Doug Collins will be, go to number 5 really quick there. And I don't know how this is working back at home and showing up, but Congressman Doug Collins will be, he will be the House guest opening chaplain. Now, every day, the House of Representatives in the state of Georgia opens in prayer, and they have a guest chaplain from all over the state, many different ones. This morning, it happens to be, interestingly, after last night, the AJC, heck, let's go with that one. Let's go with number 7. This is the AJC saying, hey, you know what? We think Congressman Doug Collins is the headline last night that is going around the entire state of Georgia. Collins will soon launch campaign for U.S. Senate in Georgia. How is that going to go with you? Number 3, our guest right here on the show picture, our governor, Brian Kemp. Now, let me always say to you, no matter what I say on the show, I know it's 8:04. You're supposed to say impeachment. You're supposed to talk about Alan Dershowitz. You're supposed to talk about Pam Bondi. You're supposed to talk about witnesses. How Mitt Romney is the ghost of John. I get it. I get all that. But today we are focusing on Georgia, but this potential House race. Our governor here, Brian Kemp, always remember, no matter what I say, I like my governor, like my governor, because I always remember the alternative. And I don't even want to put a picture up, especially around here. It's kind of scary. So I like my governor because the alternative, I have to put my glasses on from time to time. People are starting to wander around, and I don't know who they are. And they're probably going to look at me like, who's that crazy guy over there? Other thing about this, I've never done this before at the Capitol. I'm going to tone it down. I'm not going to yell. I'm going to take it easy on the bad words because I want to be here. I'm going to go in here. I got my credentials. That's scary. Did you notice I substituted something with daylights? I have my credentials right here. I can go in there, and I'm going in there at 10:15 when Congressman Doug Collins is on the floor as the guest chaplain in the House. So the governor, which I hope is still up there, I like my governor because I remember the alternative, but Governor Brian Kemp picked Kelly. Now, I know you're not like this, I know, but I'm sorry, the more I look at this and the more I hear her on TV and the more I know for a fact that somebody went in and said, Senator, we need to tweet out something bad Romney, make it look good on you. Okay, buying it. Okay, so I'm calling her Queen. Okay, so Queen Kelly, let's go back to number 2, was appointed by Governor Brian Kemp. Now, again, Johnny Isakson, most of you know the whole deal. Johnny Isakson, the former senator, retired. The Georgia State Constitution, if you're out there nationally and you're wondering what the powers are in Georgia, the Georgia State Constitution requires the governor of the state to fill the vacancy, which he did. But going back while we're at the Capitol here, all the way in the Wayback, the governor put up the state website, put up a spot for you to apply. Now, the words led to believe. He led the people of Georgia, Governor Brian Kemp, to believe that no matter who in Georgia wanted to, you could submit an application. Now, I had a meeting yesterday with someone who submitted an application. I had a one-on-one application for Senate because Governor Brian Kemp said, Senator, you may be the next senator, which I hope number 2 is still up. Well, now, on the last day, okay, on the last day of qualifying, we'll call it qualifying, the governor started shutting the window. I'm just painting a picture. He started shutting the window to applicants, and Queen Kelly ran up at the last minute and slid her application in. Interesting. Now, the guy over there in the tie, let's just say the balding fella, the short guy, is Speecher. I think his name's Steven, but his last name's Speecher. Guess what he owns? The New York Stock Exchange. Pretty big commodities broker there, and Kelly is right with him. And they got to go to the Senate, appointed. Now, fast forwarding, okay, let's go back here. There's been a lot of discussion. Now, we're not 100%. I told you on the show last week, all right? I have said for several weeks, I think, let's go to number 5. I think, no, 7. I'm sorry. I can't see the second monitor. I don't have one. So I have said for several weeks that I think Congressman Collins will run for the Senate. Okay. Hold on just a second. Yes, Senator. Right in the air, right here by the Georgia Public Broadcasting, 3rd floor, set up their cameras. Now, if you walk up, I'm rolling live, so you need to be cautious. Absolutely. You come on, sit down. You just slip a chair, realize live. Don't say anything you wouldn't want put out there in the newspaper or fetch your news, okay? All right. I'll see you in a minute. All right. Well, that was State. She's going to step up here in a minute and say hello. He was calling and asked, where are you at? Come on up. Just realize when you sit down, if you don't want it in the AJC or fetch your news, don't say it. So let's get back to what we're talking about. So number 7 there, I've said for how long that Congressman Doug Collins, I think, will jump into the Senate race. What does that say? Does that say he doesn't agree with Governor Brian Kemp appointing Kelly Loeffler? Does it say he doesn't support what Governor Kemp did? I know there's a little redundant there, just a little spin. The President of the United States, bringing you up to speed, if it's the first time, the President of the United States said, that would be Donald J. Trump, to Brian, or he urged him nicely to go with Congressman Collins, because Congressman Collins, ever since the president elected, has been a supporter of the president. Just boom. So, oh, hi. I did tell you it's live. This mic is live and everything. I mean, this is a warning. I can't give you a better warning than this right here. Now, I was in the middle of something, but how are you, Senator Steve Gooch?
Are you
okay? Don't leave the K out. What's wrong with you this morning? Is it too early?
I'm tired.
How are you,
Been
Senator?
working. I'm well, thank you. Good morning, everybody in North Georgia.
Session just started.
Yes, sir.
And it's already a little bit, I'll call it a frenzy hall, and this is about the quietest point of the day it will be, is it not?
It's peaceful early in the morning.
Is it?
It is.
What's going on? Let's talk about budget first. We've got some areas of the budget where we might see some increase. We've got some areas of the budget which the government is at $400 million in decrease. We have governor wanting to fulfill the $2,000 for the teacher raises, and then many in Georgia, the citizens are expecting a tax decrease cut. All that together, where are we at on the budget right now?
Could be difficult to do all of the above. So this is the year that I've been here where revenues have actually increased forecast. So brand new for a lot of us that come in the last, let's say, 8 years or so. I came in when Nathan Deal was sworn in, and the economy was coming out of the recession. And so every year for the last 8 years, we've had positive cash flows. Job growth has been great. Unemployment numbers have continued to drop. And so we're at, I think, at as good a point as we've ever been. The economy here in Georgia, what we don't understand yet, and we're trying to get our arms around it, is why the revenues are flat for the last 4 months or so. The revenues have been flat and some decreased through the winter months. And so the economists can't really put their fingers on it. We don't know if it's just a temporary setback or drop in revenues, or if this is a new norm, or have we reached our capacity? And when I say capacity,
announced the other night that, in Lumpkin County, at the state of the county, is like 2.7
right.
or 2.6.
So most economies, you're at full employment when
right.
you get to those numbers. So we're at full employment. Our job creation has sort of plateaued. We still have new job announcements. Right. Workforce development is a huge issue here. So companies looking to relocate their businesses have to go where there's available work. Concern, where do you get your workforce from?
Well, I want to say trained and qualified in North Georgia. There's a lot of areas, UN, Blue Ridge,
right.
Some campuses that are doing some things and stepping up. I'm going to call it to have a qualified workforce ready for the future. Am I correct?
That's correct. And so we're investing in those things like technical colleges and the university help prepare for the future workforce needs. Unfortunately, it's going to take years before those programs really can take effect. But there's so many opportunities right now on this economy. It's unbelievable. And we owe a lot of that to Donald Trump for the policies that he has removed, some of the regulations of, look and see what's going on up there now. And it's just a circuit.
Let me
Hopes.
Let me switch it up. There's a lot today here at the budget. What's going on with the growth in Georgia? Need the growth in that. Right now, sales tax revenue, we've got to look at maybe freezing that budget or what the governor is preparing for to go back. So
right.
when we had a whole list off there, how do you see the checking off the boxes? What do you think might happen and what may be able to come through for the governor and others? Budget is complete.
If your position is clear that the governor's forecast for revenue, the legislature cannot change the revenue forecast. That is strictly the role of the governor. And so our responsibility is to take that revenue forecast and balance our budget. And so when we leave here at the end of the session, that's the only thing we're required to do. But when we leave here, we have to adopt a balanced budget, which means we cannot spend more than the revenues. And so and the General Assembly has to appropriate that money accordingly. And so there will be cuts and pluses and minuses throughout the process. The House takes the budget. They'll work on it over the next 2 to 3 weeks. They'll pass it over to the Senate. We'll go to committee. We'll break it into smaller parts. I'm in charge of the Transportation Appropriations Committee. We'll analyze the numbers there, and we'll put together our recommendations. And so normally the Senate version and the House aren't the same. So that's what causes it. And at that point, when the conference committee meets, typically the governor will get back in committee level, and they'll come to an agreement on the final numbers of the budget. We have seen in the past where the governor would increase or decrease his revenue projections during that conference committee. So at the end of the process, close to day 40, you could see this governor go back and increase his revenue forecast if he sees indications in January and February collections that maybe the numbers are going to be better than we first thought.
Two quick questions. I understand most of the time when I ask something like this, what it looks like when we send it, but the reality is it's something quickly. The bill HB 757, it came out of subcommittee yesterday. Two Republicans, I think, voted against it, but all Democrats. It's got a lot of bipartisan support. A party primary system, somewhat, just, saying it like that, okay?
Right.
It's going to full committee today. Very vocal in the media that the governor has said it's dead on arrival at his desk. What happens? This thing on the floor, my understanding, maybe Thursday for the House.
Over in the House.
What do you think happens when this thing hits the Senate?
Well, that's a good question, and I haven't seen the bill. I have heard bits and pieces of it. I've always been worried about jungle primaries because it tends to favor the minority party. You could have several Democrats running against one Republican or two Republicans or more than two Republicans all in one area, or one jungle primary, as you call it. And the Republicans could be beat out in November. If you're talking about the U.S. Senate seat in particular, you could see a scenario where we be knocked out of in November.
Well, it was close. Don't get me wrong to interrupt you. It was close in the 60s because that was the primary when Tom Price went to HHS Secretary and Carrie Handel, and it ended up with John Austin. But there was 11 candidates or 6 candidates in that one total.
Yep. And so personally, you can't go wrong if you put things like this on the ballot and let people vote and choose their candidate, their nominee. So if you have a Republican primary in May, like we all will have to go through, that's where Democrats have the same opportunity on the Democrat side. And then in November, you have basically the one-on-one race against the Democrat and Republican candidates. That would be the safest way for Republicans to have a fair shot at electing a Republican to keep that seat.
Is it too soon, or is it something that can move fast enough to affect this upcoming Senate race?
That's a constitutional question I don't know the answer to, but how can you get that bill passed and into the law? Now, vetoes it, obviously. You'd have to have a veto override to do that.
2/3 majority.
That's right. So if the governor agreed to it, I would think you'd have to do it fairly quickly because it's domino effects and all this stuff.
I think that I have been saying my gut feeling for several weeks now has been that Congressman Doug Collins would enter the Senate race, the jungle primary as it stands now. And late last night from Greg Bluestein, I think it is, over at the AJC, basically says it's going to happen. Now, we haven't been told that from congressmen. Right. I sent a note. We've not had the quote it's going to happen. We do know he's going to be guest chaplain on the floor of the House today at 10:15. All that wrapping up.
So you may get a shot at talking to him today.
Send a message and let them know where I'm at. Trust me.
It's pretty easy to find. You're only 50 feet from the House.
I made sure I'm set up right here, 6:30 a.m. And I put BKP on Congress tracker.
You look good here too, by the way. You should come more.
Well, it's the first time. I don't know how it's coming on. We don't know how it's spinning on. It's the first time. We'll probably have to work some bugs out or whatever. But you got to always do it the first time to figure out what you got to do. You're in the 9th district. That's going to make a lot happen in the 9th district. If today something happens, things change
Yep.
tomorrow.
Doug's done a great job as our congressman. Hard and should be doing the same. I have a similar resolution in the Senate this Friday that it basically condemns the House really long race. He's got a lot of support, not only in the and the nation. You've seen him in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen him all over the country. He's on national news daily. He has risen to the top in his ass up there in the House in the Republicans. I think he has a great chance of becoming a U.S. senator if he runs. It's going to create havoc in the rest of the district because then you have the domino effect.
Yeah, I wanted you to double back to
who's
that.
Going to run? Who's going to run? So there's a couple of
The AJC, sir. Slowed a couple. I'll just say it. Just
well,
say
let me
it.
just
Okay,
say
let's
this.
leave it.
I've had the honor of my life serving in the state Senate. Senate district. I have three young children at home, ages 17. They're in public schools in Lumpkin County. I have to spend as much as I can here. Point in my lifetime for me to consider a move like that. I would be honored to be a U.S. congressman maybe someday, but at this time I'm not interested.
So you're actually saying your
interested.
name is not in for the
I'm not
ninth
interested.
Well, I had.
My wife would probably divorce me if I told you I was going to run. So.
I got it. Collins first. When he came back, his first started going to the field and saying the smell was Delta jet fuel heading
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Kick off 2020 with huge savings at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, like a new 2020 Chevy Colorado, now discounted up to $6,300. Or get a new 2020 Equinox, now discounted up to $8,400. The selection is big, and the savings are huge on every car, truck, and SUV during the 2020 kickoff sale at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, 1 nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
Kick off 2020 with huge savings at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, like a new 2020 Chevy Colorado, now discounted up to $6,300. Or get a new 2020 Equinox, now discounted up to $8,400. The selection is big, and the savings are huge on every car, truck, and SUV during the 2020 kickoff sale at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host BKP. I don't know if we're on the screen. Sam, let me know if we're froze up on the screen. If this is not going to work, I might be asking too much of this small computer. So if you can hear me, let me know how it's running. I want to find that out before we really get taken off here. Okay. Let me know what it's doing on. You are good to go, and if everything is working. If you'll give me a note, please, because we are doing this from the Capitol today. It's a little different than what we're used to. Again, I want to make sure that we're not froze on the screen before I go too far, because I am on my screen. So let me know where we're at, if our picture and audio is good before I go any further. All right. How is the picture and the audio on the screen before I go any further here from the Georgia State Capitol, please? Oh, you got me the note. Not frozen. Oh, good. I apologize. There we go. We got live notes here. You found the live notes. So just let here with the live notes. Now, folks, I'm your host, BKP. We apologize. Let me make a phone call while I'm. This is going to be worth our time. Okay. This is going to be worth our time. All right. So stay. We're going to put the word out. You are live. I got it. You put live and Samantha's back at the office. So I'll give you a minute here, and I'm going to tell you what we're doing. We are live here at the Georgia State Capitol. I'm your host, BKP. We had the Wi-Fi. We've already talked to State Senator Steve Gooch. He's going to help us get some things in place for the next time. Hey, I'm live on the air, so I just want to tell you something. I need to get it out on the internet because the AJC floated it last night. First half, so I don't know if the viewers got to hear State Senator Steve Gooch. But I need everybody, I need it out everywhere and everybody to confirm in the 9th District that State Senators, if Congressman Doug Collins runs for Senate, will not be running for the 9th Congressional District. I don't know. We started freezing up here early on, so I need to get the word out, and I'm telling everybody live. I'm live. You're not live. You're audio, so don't get nervous here, people at home. But I am calling to make sure, FYN, we're a live online news network. Get the word out. State Senator Steve Gooch has confirmed with the FYN that he is absolutely not going to seek the 9th District. He's not interested in, I don't want to say interested. You got me? All right, let's get it everywhere, okay? Blow it up, whoever you got to get it with, our social media director, reporters, whatever, okay? Thank you. I hope all is well. All right, folks, sorry about that. But I want to get it out because here on FYN, I'm not going to try. This is our first time. We've already made some, in about the 20-minute delay that we had, we've already made some adjustments. We do already have some people that said the next time we come down here, they're going to put some equipment in a certain place. And what I'm doing, because you're always family to us, is what I'm doing on this broadcast today is I'm asking too much of this computer in front of me, okay? So usually I have 2 computers, the mic and the camera run on one. I'm asking a little too much, and we're going to fix that in our next broadcast here. So I'm going to try something. Samantha is running things at the office, our first one. Let me know if I freeze up, let me know. I would like to run a couple pictures this morning, and couple pictures. And again, just let me know if that freezes up over my head. So this is the bill. The interesting thing I'm here for today is HB, okay, put up number 1. and this is HB 757. So not to just keep going back over everything. Yesterday, HB 757 was on the floor here at the state capitol. Now, we'll get into impeachment in a minute and John Bolton, okay? There's more going on at this Georgia state capitol with House Speaker David Ralston, the Senate, the governor. Let's stop and think about it. Governor Brian Kemp, HB 757, said, don't send it to my desk, it will be vetoed. So why did House Speaker David Ralston push it out of subcommittee? There was a vote yesterday, subcommittee. What would it do? And I hope you still have that up there on the screen. What would it do? It would end jungle primaries in Georgia. Now, if you were not here and it was freezing up, State Senator Steve Gooch basically said, hey, we need to end jungle primaries in Georgia. He agrees with that. So we're wondering what will happen when it gets to the state side. Okay. Wondering what will happen there. Audio and picture are both good. Thank you, sir. Okay. But the jungle primary, it would end it. Governor Brian Kemp said, don't send it to my desk. I will veto it. House Speaker David Ralston had it moved out of committee into yesterday on a vote. 2 Republicans voted no. I will try to bring that article up in a minute. I don't want to do too many things on this computer because, again, just like State Senator Steve Gooch, everybody knows I'm here at the Capitol, and you never know who might stop by and say hello. So we have this chair ready, just like the state senator. Doug Collins will be here at 10:15. And if you want to see him today on the Georgia House floor as the guest chaplain of the day to open everything, don't hesitate. Go to Georgia House Gov and go to the House of Representatives, and there's a button on there that says Watch Live. That's supposed to be at 10:15 this morning, okay? So that being said, the AJC has put out last night saying they pretty much confirmed that Congressman Doug Collins will run, okay, will run for Senate. That means I call her Queen Kelly. How does she feel about that? Interesting. She put up a tweet yesterday, okay? I am trying so hard. And when you put out there, go to number 4. This is a tweet, number 4, a tweet from Senator Kelly Loeffler yesterday. After 2 weeks, it's clear that Democrats have no case for impeachment. I get it. Maybe I'm being a little critical, but Senator Loeffler, it's not after 2 weeks, okay? I don't know if the oxygen mask dropped on that private jet you ride on, but it's been a lot longer than that. It's clear the Democrats have no case for impeachment. I would just have written they have never had a case for impeachment. Sadly, my colleague, Senator Romney, wants to appease the left by calling witnesses who will slander the real Donald Trump during their 15 minutes of fame. The circus is over. It's time to move on. Okay, so that is your tweet out there. John Bolton, did you get the manuscript? John Bolton dropped the manuscript off at the White House a month ago, okay? It found its way to the New York Times, all right? 15 minutes of fame. They do not witnesses. They're not going to, in my opinion, there'll be no witnesses. Now, you got Mitt Romney. I must hear witnesses. You've got several that say maybe we should hear witnesses. But as soon as we do a Biden, right, a Biden for a Bolton, it's going to drop. Democrats do not want Joe Biden. Now, I will tell you this. If Joe Biden is a witness or Hunter Biden is a witness, then Democrats are sending a clear signal, very clear signal. Hey, we don't want Joe Biden to be the front runner, the nominee, nothing. That is the clear shot. If, you know, it ends today, Pat Cipollone, they did an amazing job. Now, there's one guy, I don't have his picture up. I'll try to pull it up in the break. Yesterday afternoon, did amazing, okay? President of the United States leaned over, okay, to then President of Russia. Hey, after the election, I'll have more flexibility. 2014, okay, I think it's 2014. Russia annexed Crimea the bad way, not by vote, just ran in their tanks, okay. Poland missile defense, he appeased Russia, okay. We were supposed to have Poland missile defense. I'm just saying this, I don't have it in front of me, so I'm rolling with it. Absolutely the breakdown. Now, Hunter Biden and Burisma, that's not the big part of it. Yesterday, if you're doing your research later today, we have talked about it on the show. All right. Devin Archer, okay. Is it Chris Hines? Chris Hines, John Kerry's stepson. China, no one gets a blank $1 billion to work with from the Bank of China. See, the Bank of America is not really the Bank of America. You and I do not have a bank in this country. But China, the government actually has a bank. So the Bank of China, that's the government bank. They never do your research. Say, hey, here's $1 billion to Rosemont Capital to work with in the United States for real estate investment. Do your research on this, because the managers, the floor managers, like to play the clip, and I kind of like rolling with it here with absolutely no notes whatsoever, but the floor managers like to continue to push, okay, that Trump stood out on the White House lawn right there on the driveway as he was headed for Marine Force One and said, hey, China, Russia, China, yeah, it all needs to be looked into. Oh my God, he's calling for China to interfere. No, corruption, flat out corruption. Hey, I'm at the Georgia State House here, the Capitol. I'm at the Capitol, the Gold Dome. I'm going to take a brief break, get regrouped so everybody can come back at 9. We're going to stay here another hour. I don't know who will stop by. This is our first day live. We just tried it, so we hope you're with us, okay? And I'm going to try to regroup and get it together. How about that? So, Sam, let's take a break back home and LJ, Georgia, and I will be back right after these brief messages.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Ready. We're trying to get our communication with our office in sync. We have to make some changes here. Now, I'm your host, BKP, and good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. And thank you, Sam. Little disconnect with the studio back home in LJ, Georgia, but you know what? We will try anything here at fyntv.com. In the first hour of today, we've already figured out a couple things that we will need to do different next time, and that will happen. We'll make sure that a couple things are taken care of so this won't happen again. As far as the first hour, it's some things freezing up. At 10:15, we wanted to come down to the Capitol. Now, I do know yesterday the president's impeachment attorneys to defend. I don't like the word defend, okay? I don't like the word defend the president because I don't feel he needs to defend it. Now, I'm outside the door of the Georgia Speaker of the House, right outside the door, House Speaker David Ralston. The House is over here. The Senate is over here. We don't know if we will see Congressman Doug Collins, okay, but he will be here today, okay? He will be the guest chaplain at 10:15. So we're going to go at probably about 9:50. We probably will leave today's show at 9:50 so I can get everything moved. It's set up. We've already secured a location to keep our table. So for you out there wondering, okay, our table can stay. We found a location. I had to tote this. For all of you that don't understand toting, I had to tote this from the car. So that's done. We're going to leave this table here. Second, we're going to have another Wi-Fi set up the next time we come. We're going to have a hard wire, which we're told we can plug into. So that'll change. Not Wi-Fi connection. We'll have a hard wire. So that will change. Okay. And that being said, we'll be fully nice and streaming with no difficulty because I can't see what I need to see, and I know it's not bringing you a quality show, and it upsets me. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, you can text me at 706-889-9700. I'm having difficulty today sharing with you that I can't see everybody coming into the Capitol. It's starting to get busy here. It's 9:10 in the morning. There's a lot of activity you should see behind me going around. Okay. Different groups come in. The Georgia State Capitol legislative session I understand a group from Dawsonville will be here, or Dawson County will be here today. They bring school, students come, Chamber of Commerce from different counties, economic development days. A lot of things happen around the Georgia State Capitol when session is on. But today we are on Collins Watch, okay? Now we can confirm to you, and we would like for you to put out there everywhere, we can confirm that State Senator Steve Gooch will not be a candidate, okay? State Senator Steve Gooch will not be a candidate for the 9th Congressional District if Congressman Doug Collins chooses to run for Senate. My ADD is a little, running here, and I'm seeing a lot of people around the hall, so I'm trying to stay focused, okay, doing a live show here at the Capitol. But that being said, there are several there's a lot of speculation that Martha Zoller may run again for the 9th District. There was a guy last year, I'm going to say he made a lot of noise. Somebody called me yesterday. I don't know. I sent him a message, haven't heard back, but somebody said yesterday that, a guy by the name former FBI agent Derek Somerville was interested in running for the 9th District. I had 2 phone calls yesterday saying, is it Lee Darrow? Is that the district attorney's name in Union County? He may be wanting to run for the 9th District. You never know what former Congressman Paul Brown that has run for the 9th District in the past, he is doing. Somebody called me yesterday. It's a long shot, so I'm just saying names, okay? I'm not saying I can confirm anything. Somebody called me yesterday and said, have you heard that Matt Gutler, representative from the 8th District, may run for the 9th District, Congressional District? So there's a lot of speculation, but I will tell you, this is a day you're going to want to pay attention to FYN, Fetch Your News, stay on Fetch Your News, find our social media pages, because as it happens, we're going to be blasting it out. We're going to be working back at the office, blasting it out as everything happens today. It will come out of committee. We will tell you immediately if it comes out of committee and what happens. My understanding at 8 o'clock this morning, and I understand you want to talk impeachment. Well, we're going Georgia. Let's go with picture 1, okay? And this is HB 757. HB 757 would end jungle primaries in the state of Georgia. Doesn't have time to get to the governor's desk. If it comes out of committee today, so I can keep you on track so everybody else is telling you something. If it comes out of committee today, put up number 6, Sam, if you can there. This is what it looks like, okay? This is the new section that looks like a special election is required to fill a partisan office. Such special election is being conducted in conjunction with a November general election. The vacancy occurs prior to qualifying period for the general primary to be held in a year of such November statewide general election. So what that means is qualifying is not till March. All right. Qualifying in the state of Georgia is not till March, and I think the primary is May 20th, right? So is it May 20th? So there's enough time to get this over to the governor's desk, because it will go, all right? It will come out of committee. It was in subcommittee. Somebody at home is saying, if you do this one more time, it was in subcommittee. 2 Republicans, I can't pull the article up. I can't remember their names because I don't want to mess up the stream. 2 Republicans here in Georgia did not vote for it to come out of subcommittee. But bipartisan, all the Democrats on the committee voted for it. So it moved out. It's in full committee this morning. We will be here at 10 o'clock when we find out what's going on. I'm going over to this door right now and saying, hey, where's that committee room? And when is it going to come out of committee? If it comes out of full committee, that means it will be on the House floor Thursday for a vote. Now, this is very serious because Georgia, and let's go to, this is probably as important to the people in Georgia as impeachment right now, the president, because we know that's not going anywhere with witnesses. Number 2, Queen Kelly, okay? Queen Kelly there. She didn't convince everybody. See, Governor Brian Kemp, number 3, put him up there. And always remember, when I talk about my governor, I say, okay, when I talk about my governor, I always talk about I like Brian Kemp because I always remember the alternative. Darson, I say, Stacey Abrams. Whew. So number 3, Brian Kemp said, hey, this bill is dead on arrival. All right, dead on arrival. Let's go up to number 8. These are AJC articles that I can't pull up, and these are the hands up. As you can see, number 8, bill to create partisan primary for U.S. Senate race advances. Interesting. So let's go back. Last night, Greg Bluestein, okay, wrote an article at the AJC. Collins will soon launch campaign for U.S. Senate in Georgia. That's number 7. Boom. That's why I'm here. I mean, I can see the Congress. I don't have my glasses. I can see I may go. This is almost like, Geraldo in Al Capone's vault. I mean, if nothing happens here, nothing happens. But I'm ready. I'm ready. If the congressman stops by and says, hey, I'm running for Senate, I'm ready. That should be my line. BKP, I'm ready. So if it comes out of committee today, it's going to go to the House floor on Thursday. If it's voted on, we understand it has enough bipartisan support. It would then move to the Senate. State Senator Steve Gooch seems to be in favor of ending jungle primaries. I don't have time to go through and explain jungle primaries again. That means there would be as many as you can put on the ballot. Anybody that wants to run can be on that ballot, and the top 2 vote getters. I'm going to take a brief break. We're going to come back. It's 9:17. I'm going to look around, see if I can get anybody to come over and say hello. I'm going to take a brief break, see how things are running again. This is our test day at the Georgia State Capitol. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office.
Has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
Kick off 2020 with huge savings at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, like a new 2020 Chevy Colorado, now discounted up to $6,300. Or get a new 2020 Equinox, now discounted up to $8,400. The selection is big, and the savings are huge on every car, truck, and SUV during the 2020 kickoff sale at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Folks, we are back. We are trying, we're on Collins Watch. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, if you've just joined us, I appreciate your patience today. We are always trying something new here at fyntv.com. Today is our first live broadcast from the Capitol. We may do this again, but I'm going to have everything organized a little better. Now, I did not know what I would be up against when I walked through the door. So I just keep an eye behind me, Sam. If you see, and I know you recognize, if you see Congressman Collins walk this way, all right, be ready, because I was just given during the break, somebody walked up to let me know that Congressman Collins is in the building. Now, Doug Collins is here today at the Georgia State Capitol. We're on Collins watch, okay? We are going to stay with, as close as we can, is Doug Collins, Congressman Doug Collins, going to run for Senate, obviously against Kelly Loeffler. Will the headline start out that it's more Doug Collins against Brian Kemp? Maybe he doesn't agree. A lot of Georgians, last night I was on the phone, folks, I was on the phone till 9 o'clock, got up at 3:30. I was down here, adrenaline's moving. I mean, ready to go, because last night I received phone calls and, and people saying, hey, why do you not accept? I had somebody say, why do you not accept the governor's pick for Senate, Kelly Loeffler? Let me tell you something, okay? Queen Kelly has spent $2.5 million already. She is burning up internet. Somebody in her office has actually said to her, maybe Billy Kirkland, has actually said, we got to start tweeting, all right? We got to start. We have to give the perception that we support the President of the United States. That's going to be big. I believe, my clear opinion is, it did not go over well in Georgia. My clear opinion is Brian Kemp, the governor, has a Kelly Loeffler appearance problem. It didn't land. It didn't land. She put up a $20 million wall. Self-funder campaign, $20 million wall. Now, I will tell you this. I say they pretend to be grassroots supporters, okay? But they're not. Kelly Loeffler has not secured grassroots reporters. Steve Gooch said, State Senator Steve Gooch, and I know our program was really freezing up in the beginning, but he said, if you were not able to hear it, that Doug Collins will do well in rural Georgia. He will do well in the 9th District. He will do very well against State Senator Kelly Loeffler. I do agree. It did not connect. Collins has the Georgia grassroots. Now, I'm not concerned if you're out there and you're saying, but Loeffler's already put up a $20 million wall saying, I dare you. She dares any Republican to jump into the race. I've got $20 million. I'm going to push in $20 million worth of chips. And I'm going to start out saying, don't even try it. Really? Guess what? Georgians would like an opportunity to vote for their senator. Now, we're not upset that Brian Kemp, the governor, fulfilled his Georgia constitutional duty. We watched what happened, and it just didn't set well. The process, Governor, Mr. Governor, the process did not set well. But all of that being said, okay, I think Doug Collins is connected with the grassroots, and it doesn't matter how much money Loeffler puts up. I think Collins is correct. Now, we are on Congressman Watch. We're keeping an eye here behind us to see if Congressman Doug Collins makes it this way. It's 9:28. He should be on the House floor by 9:15. What I'm going to do today, because, yes, I do know, okay, I absolutely know that they're telling you today impeachment trial of the president, they want witnesses. I have said all along they do not want witnesses. I'm sorry I keep turning back because I want to see who is roaming around the halls. It's getting noisy here and we love it. So, no, I do not believe they want witnesses. John Bolton wants to sell books. This happened at the right time. This is only being done only so they can create enough frenzy to get you to believe they want witnesses. And what's the word of the day? Cover up. That you are being complicit in a cover-up because you don't want witnesses. And Bolton's firsthand. He's a fact witness. So they don't want that, okay? I read an article this morning where Pat Toomey, Pennsylvania State Senator Pat Toomey, Sorry, I'm on Congressman watch here. State Senator Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania, not State Senator, U.S. Senator Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania, started talking about a 1-for-1, okay? Every witness the Democrats put up, we'll pick one, all right? They don't want to do it. They don't want to ask Hunter Biden what it was like being on the board of a gas company that he doesn't even know how to pump gas, let alone take direction. I see Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan going down the steps here to the rotunda. He may be going down there to say hello to Congressman Doug Collins. That's Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan. I just seen him go down the steps. We are on Collins watch here at the Capitol. I'm excited. I come down here for one reason, folks, is to start putting a show together for here. Okay? I haven't been run off yet. Nobody has said, what the hell are you doing here? I'm trying to watch my language today. Keep it down, watch my language, bada bing, bada boom. Nobody. So if this works out, I'll be here again. I may be here Thursday. I may be here next Tuesday. You never know. I may do a show, my weekly show from right here so I can keep up, because I'm going to tell you something. Between the budget, I know I'm switching gears, but Governor Brian Kemp's not happy, folks. That's not a happy guy, okay? This was all supposed to work. We were supposed to lockstep. First of all, there's a lot of people upset. You remember the big truck? I'm going to go there. Remember the big truck ad? He had a big truck and he had that big gun and he was going to round them up, the illegals, and take them to the border. There's some voters waiting for that immigration legislation that hasn't hit, right? So, by the way, the president won a big one yesterday in the U.S. Supreme Court, 5-4 decision. If you need to come, if you're coming to this country, you don't need to be coming here if we got to supply your house, your food, lodging would be the same thing, medical. Big win for the president of the Supreme Court of the United States. We have applause. I don't know if that is an applause for the congressman, but I do know Jeff Duncan, the lieutenant governor, just went down the steps. All the pages. I wish I had the camera. You got these young people. I love it here. Well, these young people are pages for the floor. You could send a note out. Now, I have my credentials. No, I'm not a damn pet detective. If I keep it down, I might not get thrown out. I'm not a damn pet detective. I got credentials. I'm going into the press box over at the house in a minute. Damn. I'm going to get thrown out of here, and I'm on Collins watch. I do think Doug Collins will run. We are able to confirm that State Senator Steve Gooch will not be a candidate for the 9th Congressional District. From a search. All right. Hang tight. I have sent a message to Congressman Collins' office that if he wanted to stop by and just wave. All right. I don't know if this would be very, I got to be careful today. I feel like every time I say I'm on Collins watch, it's like Groundhog Day, right? If we see a shadow, he's going to run. If not, 2 more years in the House. Somebody called me last night and said, I don't know. I don't want him to run. He has a powerful position in the House. He has a lot of power in the House of Representatives. I don't know if he should run. In about a week, I'll be able to tell you who that is that called me. All right? So, as we're looking around, it's getting a little noisy here. I don't know how noisy it is. Sam, let's take a brief break, okay? But keep up with my text. If we see him, we're going to come back immediately, middle of a commercial or whatever. So we'll take one more break today. I apologize for being all over scattered like you would not believe. But I'm your host, BKP, and we are at the Georgia State Capitol, and we are on Doug Collins' watch today as he will be guest chaplain and open up the session at the House floor. Take us a break, Sam.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
To hear about impeachment. Again, I'm your host, BKP. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Never done this before. Got up 3:30, said, you know what, I'm going to go down to Capitol. Phone ringing off the hook all day yesterday concerning the possibility of Congressman, 9th Congressional District Congressman Doug Collins running for the Senate against Kelly Loeffler. I call her Queen Kelly for a day. So anyhow, that would upset and has upset Governor Brian Kemp. There's a House bill, HB 757, that has come out of subcommittee and passed subcommittee going into full committee that would end jungle primaries. Governor Brian Kemp has already let the media know it is dead on arrival. He will veto it immediately when it gets to his desk. We're on Collins' watch here. He will veto it the minute it gets to his desk. So we will, 2/3 majority overrides it. It will be on the floor on Thursday for a vote. Congressman Doug Collins is in the Capitol. I've got a notification he's in the Capitol. And he will be the guest chaplain on the House floor, which I'm going to be moving in about 15 minutes down to the House floor. So I can get a spot to start putting some things on social media for you. You want to find us on Instagram. You want to find us on Facebook. You want to find us on YouTube, because we will be and Twitter. We will be tweeting out and doing things all day long at FetcherNews.com, FYNTV. The AJC says yesterday Greg Bluestein put an article out, and let's go with that picture, Sam, if you can get that. That's number 7. The AJC reports last night. Now, we've told you for 2 weeks. Monday, look, I'm going to get my act together here. Bottom line, don't worry about that. You know me out there, okay? Things a little choppy, getting the ball rolling, but I will get it together here for our state capitol broadcast. Now, first and foremost, I've not been asked to move. So just saying. So, but Congressman Doug Collins is being reported that he will run for office. Now, remember, your host here interviewed the congressman a little over a week ago. And I asked him, I said, Congressman, I mean, it was very close as you can get to making an announcement on our show. I said, Congressman Collins, there's a lot of anxiety in the 9th Congressional District. When will you be making a decision? The holidays are over. When will you be making a decision? And he said, well, he'd been talking to the president and some other counsel. So he's talking to the president and other counsel. And he said, about a week. I'm down here. Is it Tuesday? Is today Tuesday? Just a hair over a week, he said. Interesting. Okay, we're right on time. So basically, we knew a week ago, not confirmed from his office, just putting all of our, dotting our I's and crossing our T's. We knew a week ago that Congressman Collins may make this announcement. It's not been official yet. But the other thing I'd like to say is last night, someone called me and I said, you need to understand, the minute Congressman Collins says, I am a candidate for U.S. Senate, that means the President of the United States has endorsed him. All that angered somebody last night. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The President will not endorse in the Senate race. Folks, let me be clear on something. Absolutely crystal clear. Congressman Doug Collins said on this show, okay, that he had been counseling with who? The president, Donald J. Trump. If he walked into the president's office and the president said, I don't want to mess up the waters. I don't want to mess up the waters on the. I don't want to mess up the waters on. Hey, are you on the subcommittee? Are you on the subcommittee that heard the bill 757 yesterday? Are you on that subcommittee? Would you talk to me live on the air? I'm live. Would you? I got your picture raising your hand on the AJC. Is that you?
That's me.
You want to talk about it? Give me 2 minutes. Sit down. Get to know me. I'm live on the air right now. Sit down, talk. Has it got bipartisan support? What do you think will happen coming out of committee? Let's be serious. Representative, what's your last name? Renault. You're welcome to sit if you like. But seriously, you were in the subcommittee. I recognize you from the picture of the AJC. It's moved over to committee. Does HB 757 that addresses jungle primaries, does it stand a chance of coming out of committee today? Where do you think that's going?
It came out of committee today. We passed
it's already done.
We passed it on.
All right, so this morning, I didn't know it was going to be there.
At 8 a.m.
So the full committee, it's already out.
It's out.
It's out. So 757 is ready to go to the House floor for
the rules.
Go to rules, but it should be ready maybe Thursday to go to the floor.
It would be. Things can move fast.
Right. This one's moving fast. Why are you supporting this? How much bipartisan support does it have?
Based on our chairman, I think it has bipartisan support.
Could you say today that you think that could pass on the floor of the House?
I think that it will pass.
You got any comment about the governor basically saying it's dead on arrival at his desk? No comment? But by Thursday, it could be. So it's out of full committee now. And it's over to rules?
It's going to rules.
And it could be there Thursday for a vote.
It could be.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Here's one of my cards. So here's my card, okay? when I come down to Capitol, this is my first time doing live broadcast down here. I'm from North Georgia.
All right.
I come down to Capitol. I look at.
It's my first time doing live. So
Is it?
Yeah. So we're first together.
You got it.
All right.
Have a nice day. Thank you, Representative. Okay, there you go. All right. Did that work? I don't know. Did we? I don't know if we're live. HB 757, you heard it here at 8 o'clock this morning. It came out of full committee. Full committee. So it's over to the House Rules now. That is the bill that's dealing with the jungle primary. Came out of subcommittee yesterday. It came out of the full committee today. It's gone to rules. And my understanding, it could be on the House floor for a vote Thursday. And as you heard by the representative, it has bipartisan support. So I don't know how she came through as far as the mic, but I had to stop her because I recognized her with the AJC. So it's getting noisy here. I'm on Congressman Doug Collins' watch. Let's stay here for a minute to about 9:55 or 9:50. I don't know if I will get him here before I have to go into the room. So we're going to attempt to do that. We're going to attempt to try to get him in here before I have to go. The house is right over here. Doug Collins is here today. HB 750 that deals with jungle primaries has come out of subcommittee and full committee. It's over in the rules right now as we speak. It could be ready for discussion. Okay. It could be ready for a vote from the floor with bipartisan support come Thursday. Okay. A text message I got. Oh, okay. I got a note that did come through very well, and it was live. So watching these elevators, okay. I hear her sound was clear, but couldn't see her. Now you are choppy a little on your service. So we have a shot. We don't have it clear on the camera. Like I said, it's my first time here. Just set up. Don't know what I'm going to run into. I will start getting more people on here, get this thing worked out to where everything is streaming like it should on my next show. I'm looking at the elevators here because I am on Doug Collins' watch. Let's take a brief break, try to reset, Sam, and make sure. Let's take a brief break and try to reset. Just be ready if I say back. Okay, I'm your host, BKP.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
Kick off 2020 with huge savings at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, like a new 2020 Chevy Colorado, now discounted up to $6,300. Or get a new 2020 Equinox, now discounted up to $8,400. The selection is big, and the savings are huge on every car, truck, and SUV during the 2020 kickoff sale at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
All right, folks, we are back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I want to thank you so much, anyone that's out there, for joining us for our first live broadcast here at the Georgia State Capitol. We came down yesterday. A lot was going on. We found out 757 had come out of subcommittee. Now it's out of full committee. That's to end jungle primaries. We were told the earth was shaking a little bit here at the Capitol between budgets and Congressman Doug Collins going to be on the House floor, Georgia House floor this morning, giving the opening prayer. I see Greg Bluestein from the AJC just came in. So I got to get a spot over on the House floor, and I'm going to go now a little early because it's 9:52, and we're going to make sure next time our stream is a little better. And we apologize for that. But hey, you got to try something first. Then you have the meeting, say what went well, what did not go well. I'm your host, BKP. Sam, take us out of here. Don't forget, put up our social media. Follow Fetcher News all day. I will be at the Capitol till the end of the day. Kindly keep my ear to the floor, finding out what's going on for you. As you found out this morning, 757 out of full committee, gone to rules, and probably on the floor of the House. Governor says he'll veto it, but they're pushing it forward knowing what might happen. I'm your host, BKP. Sam, take us out of here.